Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. Oh, we mustn't sing his songs anymore. Right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The world is now officially gone absolutely frigging bonkers. I've got two sets of glasses because I've got some notes up here. I've got notes here. So if I want to look at that, I've got to wear these. If I look down, I've got to wear this. So probably best not to wear any and look like a Japanese sniper. Anyway, because I squint a little bit. Talking of Japanese snipers, have you seen the most ridiculous thing that woke British Airways have now done? I've been flying a bit of British Airways lately. I went over to do a bit of filming in Stockholm and I went to see the brilliant PFM, the rock band, over in Italy. And I'll tell you why I went, because I wanted to use some of their music on a new show we're going to be doing, Saturday Night Live, here in the studios in Fareham. It's going to be a real good... We used to do Sunday Night Live, which was quite good, but I want Saturday Night Live to really blow everyone away. And we're going to be having audiences in as well. So if you fancy that, hit subscribe and just wait your turn till a letter drops through your door. Or you can go on our website and leave a message on the review thing. Go to ustream.com. But it's going to be really, really good. A great team of comedians and some music and commentators. And it's going to be anarchic. Anyway, so I've been on British Airways having a look, and when you land at Heathrow, you normally see a friend of mine called Billy Mott, who is the Garrison Sergeant Major. You see him saluting with his gear on, but then you see British Airways staff dressed up in, men dressed up in dresses, and a lot of diversity, great, wonderful diversity, which is good. But here we go, two of their trolley dollies. Is that sexist? Oh dear, come and get me. They have been suspended and are going to be allegedly be sacked, if you believe what you read in the papers, because she was filmed, this woman, allegedly making fun of a Japanese tourist saying, "Bring me more wine." And she did. How dare she? She put her eyes like that to make her even look Japanese. She never said the word squirrel, because that was a little bit of a bridge too far. That's obviously a hate crime, isn't it? But now someone is saying she was set up. This was ages ago. But look, she didn't do it to go on the television. She didn't want to be on Japanese TV. She was doing it to make her friends laugh and having a good old laugh. And yes, maybe there are Japanese people that say, "Bring me more wine." And why can't you do an impression of Japanese people? Well, if you can do an impression of a Dutch person, you should, because "bring me more wine if you should get there to blow Joe's 40 guilders." There we are. Hate crimes are coming out every couple of seconds. Let's move on to the fact that I am playing Glasgow soon and a place called Glenrothes, but that might have to be knocked on the head. I am taking legal advice because you know what I'm going to say, the SNP, right? This is the Scotland hate speech. Scotland hate speech. Hate speech. You're not allowed to hate anyone anymore. It's an offence to hate anyone in case you offend them. But there's no real definition of how you offend someone. If you say, "Isn't it a lovely morning?" Don't you say, "It's a lovely morning, my husband's just died." Oh, that's a hate crime. What the fuck are these people thinking up there, the SNP? Right, this new law comes in place on April the 1st. Yeah, it's sort of April Fool's Day. So what's it all about? Right, it makes it illegal to say anything that offends anybody, right? You can't offend anybody, but have you got a list of what is offendable and what isn't, what's offending and what isn't? People set out to be offended, I know all about that. So all they want is a group of Guardian reading fucking pinko lefties, of which there are one or two in Scotland, don't worry about that. You wouldn't have thought there would be, but there is, otherwise they wouldn't have voted for that fucking idiot. I believe he's Palestinian, but that's got nothing to do with it. The SNP want to break up Scotland. They want to take away the Scottish army and make their own army. For fuck's sake, I can imagine us now soaring all the ships up. Oh, we don't want the Queen Elizabeth or the Prince of Wales. That's fucking English ship. We just want the good ones. We'll have the Robert the Bruce and the Billy Connolly. Yeah, crazy. It's fucking crazy. This is the country where my inheritance is up there in Scotland. Old Jock would turn in his grave if he knew what was going on there. A hate crime. What the fuck are the SNP doing? It's nothing to do with me because I don't live there, but I've got 2 gigs to do. And what is the chances if I go on stage and I say something that someone is offended, I could be arrested. So why fucking bother going? I have to take legal advice to find if I can go and do a gig or not, because you bet your ass, Mr. Well, I can't pronounce his name, it's not Scottish. He's the first minister up there. He'll be sitting rubbing his hands together. A man born in Scotland, betraying his country and moving to, I wasn't born in Scotland, but you know what I mean, moving to England and now coming up here and offending the Scottish people by talking about ethnic minorities and women and transvestment people, you know, and even if you do it in the privacy of your own home or on a private message to someone, it's absolute fucking insanity and dangerous. How the hell, right? How the hell are they ever going to police this? Right? The whole of Scotland can be arrested. Literally, there's a female word for you. So people can report anything that has offended them anonymously. Oh dear, hello, I was at the Glasgow Police. I just went to see Jim Davidson and he said to a fat woman in the front row, what great tits you've got. Well, that's sexist and it's tittish and it's... So there's two trains of thought, right? Now, the police have put out this training to say that comedians and performers that say anything that could be considered offensive as part of their performance can be arrested. But I read today that they're not going to target people who, comedians or actors or after dinner speakers, but you bet your ass that someone's going to go there and cause trouble. Don't forget, I was on stage in Liverpool and someone who didn't like me phoned the police and said, Jim Davidson's just got in his car driving off. I've seen him drinking whiskey on stage. And I got breathalyzed just because some fucking awful geezer or woman or both or them or they, whatever they fucking are, freaks, have phoned up and said Jim Davidson's been drinking whiskey. So what if someone phones up, I heard Jim Davidson say something about a Pakistani. Oh, well, for fuck's sake. Do you know what? I think I'm fucked for going to Scotland, the same as any other comedian that wants to work there. I mean, come on. We won't be able to take the piss out of anything because someone will always find something to be offended with. It's a fucking joke. And now the other thing is, right, they're focusing on feminists, that's women, who refuse to say that people with cocks are women. So they're going to have to arrest, you know, thousands and thousands. JK Rowling, well, her books are all going to be burnt like Hitler in the middle of the fucking square at that time. Right, now the general consensus seems to be, the word round the campfire, well, fucking arrest me then. Yeah, I agree, arrest me. They probably will arrest me, or do I go? Do I let down the 1,200 people in Glasgow, my favourite theatre, the Pavilion, and in Glenrothes next month? My dad's hometown, when my family will still come and see me. Or will they? Or will they see me come on and say, hello, it's nice to be here in Scotland. How dare you say Scotland, we're going to fucking arrest you. Well, bollocks. What do I do? You need to let me know. Write some comments on here, especially you people in Scotland. Should I risk it? Why should I bother? Why should I bother going up and entertaining the people that I love for some fucking lunatic SNP arsehole putting this silly bill together that could get people arrested for nothing? Well, I hope this real crazy bonkers bullshit takes down the SNP for good. Nothing to do with me because I don't live in Scotland and I have no vote what goes on in Scotland. And I know some of the SNP boys down in Parliament down in London. They seem all right. You know, they're all right at the bar. They get around in, have a laugh. But why they've got this fucking ridiculous lefty bullshit? Is it just for the sake of it? Well, if it brings the SNP down, then fucking good riddance, because we can't be bothered with this. Now, I'm going to go over to Ustream now and talk about something even worse. Ireland has got a woke Prime Minister who just quit because of this bullshit. Come and join us here, ustream.com. Get on board. Go to your computer, your laptop or your phone, go to ustream.com or tap on the Ustream app and sign up. You get 7 days free. You can't say fairer. Okay. Cool, look at them.
Right, straw, not a child.
Who the fuck is Taylor Swift?
Hey?
Bang us some euros.